We want the city, after 10 years from now, to have a different face of Nelson Mandela Metro.
Right.
Because we cannot be a leadership which does not live like us. We cannot be leadership which assumes things. When we leave, we have not changed the whole city. What we are doing, there's a big piece of land which is under MandelaBay. We are saying that area behind the university needs to be developed. We need to build a little bit of a new city.
I see.
That area. You come at the waterfront. We have the manganese dams. We are happy that through Cllr, the manganese dam, also through Cllr, the manganese dams now they are going to be moved from the beachfront straight at Kua. But we are saying in that piece of land, we'll need to build a waterfront where we're going to engage investors through an investment conference, because we're also organizing an investment conference where we're saying, let's organize an investment conference to be able to build the waterfront. And then you come here. Even the engineering here, sometimes you don't know what was the idea, where you put a railway line in the area where it is supposed to be a beachfront, just where we're sitting.
Yeah.
Now, here we're supposed to walk to the beachfront, but we put the whole railway line. We're having discussions, how can we make sure that we move that railway line, it runs at the back, it goes at hub, so you can be able to create space for tourism, for people of the city to be able to move freely. And then you go to our own area, we're pumping up Njoli. We're building that area as a presence where it will be a top class area which is going to also enhance what is called the township economy. Because people, when they thought when we're talking about township economy, we're talking about spaza shops. It's not what we're talking about when we're talking about township economy. We're talking about building, changing the face of our townships, taking offices for businesses, for government, putting kickstarting the economy in our own townships to make sure that the rent circulates in our own areas. In northern areas, we are saying in the area of Andile, we want to build the biggest sport complex ever, to build that area, also to build Nelson Mandela Metro as a capital of sport in South Africa, because we are saying we must be able to make choices as a city. If people they want to come to Nelson Mandela Metro, why? They must come to Nelson Mandela Metro. That's why we're saying in the area of Andile area, there's an N2 development. If you go to the side of the Bay West, if you go to the side of Unique, there's Kwanobuhle, which is called Langlade development. You go to the side of Dispatch, where there's a development which is called Florida Heights development in that area. We're saying those projects in the city, they'll be able to bring almost 80 to 100 billion investment in the city. We're talking about major projects where new cities will be created. We cannot celebrate that there's only Das, a small town, there's only Costin, there's a Newton Park, there's Dispatch, there's Unique. Since 1994, we have not built a new city. That's why we're saying in Motherwell, we're going to build a city called Kuharich, a new city in the site of Motherwell. That's why if you can read, people are very clever. They know where the development is going. If you go to Nanaka, people, they don't know why in Nanaka they are building a farm store, they are building garages. They know the thinking of the city. We're also going towards that direction, where we're going to build a new city in that direction. There are also talks about the airport moving towards that direction. That's why other people, they are quickly positioning themselves, because the others, we speak once, they know, but that's the direction of development. Let's go and position ourselves. That's why we're simply saying that's the direction. We're saying when it comes to infrastructure, want to be aggressive to change Nelson Mandela Metro. Even if we leave tomorrow, future generation can be able to say the guys were there, the leadership which was there, they've changed the face of the city.
But how do you make sure that those projects are not going to benefit the same people that have benefited over the years, that you make sure that you use those projects also to ensure that the spin-offs, the economic spin-offs that will come out of those projects, they will also uplift the social conditions of people who have been disadvantaged?
No, what we're doing, we don't do anything. A partnership must address a number of areas. Partnerships must have people who are coming from Nelson Mandela Bay.
Right.
Not only by address, also by birth.
Okay.
That they are known. They come from the area. It must include Africans in particular. We are not compromising on Africans in particular. There's a difference between black people, Africans in particular, and then it must include blacks. It's what we're doing. We're changing even our supply chain. We're currently workshopping on the supply chain to say we wanted those features to be part of the supply chain. We will never afford a situation where people from Nelson Mandela Metro, from Etinaga, Dispatch, Nalapa, Ebai, not to participate and benefit. Poverty is very high in our own area. We're not compromising. That's why in December we started with SMMEs. Now we're giving cooperatives work. We're continuing with that program to make sure that they benefit. Tomorrow they can become big entities, they can become big companies. Because when you give locals, if you come from New Brighton, if you are given work, at least you'll be able to change your house at home, buy windows, buy doors, extend your house. If it's 4 rooms, you build another extra 2 rooms. It's no longer 4 rooms, it's 6 rooms. So we're going to be able to change the face of our own townships by giving locals space. We must move away from this thing of experience where it's like a loaf of bread. Experience, you don't go and buy experience like a loaf of bread. You'll only have experience if you are given opportunity. If we don't give our own people opportunity, where they are going to get this experience? Even those who write experience in their CVs, there's somebody who believed in them, who gave them an opportunity to start. That's why in where I'm operating, I don't ask. I don't put experience as a requirement. What I put is a will. A person must have a drive and a will that I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. It's what I want to do. As long as that there's that will, we can employ people who've got experience. They are not going to deliver. They are going to come and dance and sleep and leave their jackets, not doing the actual work because they don't have a will. People, they must have a will and the drive to do work.